ball here on the far right. Go ahead, Chris.
Kelvin, Juwan having the confidence, to make a number of plays down the stretch, scoring and creating for others. What did that do for you guys?
Well, that's why we went to him. Central Florida's one of the top defensive teams in the nation. I think they're in the efficiency rating or top 30. That means you're elite. If you're top 30, you're elite. So there's a reason why that team is. Who is it they've beaten? Who did we say? Florida State,
Florida State,
Oklahoma State, and somebody else.
Was it Miami?
I can't remember. I think they lost to Miami at the buzzer. But it's a good team. They were clogging our pick and roll lanes, and our guards weren't being as aggressive attacking their big guys as we'd like. That's something we got to continue to work on. And then we missed a number of shots, layups, and shots, runners around that could separate us. I think we're up 13 and forced them into a bad shot, and they get 4 points out of it. It was one of those, if you get a stop there and chance, we had got it going, the crowd scoring, up 13, got a chance to go up 15. You don't know what 15 does versus 9. That was a 6-point play, and that gave them life. When you're on the road, you need life. It's like being down 9-0 at Virginia. Somebody needs to play, give us some life. That's a good team. It's a veteran team, older team, and they're good. You can see why they were 10-3 and playing as well as they're playing. That's Johnny's got a good team. But I was proud of our guys. We may not have had our fastball today, but we found a way to win, and that's what's important, is finding a way to win when maybe you don't have your best stuff.
Go ahead, Joseph.
Kelvin, in regards to JVA, I think he had like 11 or 12 minutes in the second half. Was it partly what you saw and what you wanted to do, or is it just his progression where he's earning more playing time and critical moments, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I'd say both.
I won't say comfortable, but I mean, is it when you see him out there and those, are you seeing the things that you obviously want to see that translates to playing time?
Yeah, and that's why he's out there, because he's playing better. Reggie was struggling with this. I don't know if you guys noticed that little belt he has on during games. He's been struggling with his lower back. Reggie's a little bit of an older player. We came back Christmas night and had a really tough workout. So our kids were here from 4 to about 11 o'clock Christmas night. It was a long day for them. And then 26, long, hard practice. And we left the 27th, played the 28th. I think we got back 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. Then practice 29th, 30th, 31st. This has been a tough stretch. But it's all about giving credit to Central Florida too. We played a lot of good teams this year. They played as well against us today as anybody's played against us. It's not about who they've beaten or who they haven't beaten or who we play. I'm talking about today. Johnny had his kids ready to play. They played hard. They were physical. We got up 13 and had a chance to push it and gave them some life. And I guess I was most disappointed with there's 2 different attitudes. There's the right attitude and the 3 different attitudes. Right attitude, bad attitude, and wrong attitude. We had the wrong attitude coming out of halftime. And I think over a period there, we outscored them, I think, by 17 at one point. Then they outscored us by 15 at one point, or 14, whatever that was. But they're good enough to do that. But coming out of start the game, we were really good to start the game today. You know, right now I feel like I'm in a boat with holes in it. I get one hole plugged up, and here comes another hole. So, I got to go get about 2.5 months worth of Gorilla Glue. Huh?
You've used that one before.
Yeah.
Tramon, what are your thoughts on that run you had in the first half?
You know, my teammates were finding me. You know, I just think I was getting the right shots. They all felt good. You know, it was just I had momentum. I was rolling with it first half. That's about it.
Marcus, do you feel that that experience you guys were able to get, specifically in games in the past, but Alabama, that helped you guys tonight being able to play against UCF down the stretch?
Yeah, for sure. Just really going through adversity, you know, a lot of lead changes. They had a lot of momentum when they took the lead and stuff like that. So just really us not getting too down and just staying the course and just fighting and really just trying to win every possession and then come back and come out with the win.
For Marcus and Tramon, crowd seemed to really get into it there down the stretch. Just, how much of a boost does it give you guys whenever the Fertitta Center's rocking like that?
They just give us a big boost, really. I feel like they always a big reason, you know, especially against good teams and good games like this. They just give us that extra, you know, energy when we need it.
Good games like that late in the half. You know, we're already fired up. So you know, when we got the crowd with us too, it just adds to our fire, I think.
Yeah, shout out to the crowd today. They were awesome. That's what we see all the time. We saw that at Tulsa the other night. We saw that at Virginia. We saw it at Oregon. Everywhere we go, we see that. So it's nice to be able to come home and have the other team experience what we experienced. So really proud of our fans today.
Tramon, speaking of fired up, did that sequence there in the first half sort of light a fire for you?
I would say it did, yeah, especially seeing how they were playing me and the whole team. They came out really physical, so, you know, we had to come out just as physical as them, if not more, so it was good in the first half.
Marcus, what being able to play through Juwan, you know, sometimes does that give you guys another dimension? And what did you see from him down the stretch?
It just makes the game easier for everybody, you know. He's a big that can score the ball and pass the ball. So, you know, when he get it going, you know, it just really make the game easier for us. They got a key in on him, and you really can't guard all 5 of us. So it just make the game a lot easier when he gets going.
Coach Sampson, that sequence in the first half when they had that flagrant one on UCF and then the Cougs went on a big run, what did you tell the team to kind of keep the tempers down and keep everything calmed down in order to have the composure to go on that nice run?
Well, usually when something like that happens, the referees are on high alert, and the guys that get caught is the second one. So their antennas are usually going to be out, so don't give them a reason. You know, sometimes being a man isn't retaliating or being big and bad. It's walking away from trouble and making the best decision for your team. Sometimes you have to let go of your individual battles and focus on what's best for the team, and I thought our guys did a great job of that.